Welcome back to yet another exciting episode, and on this particular episode we shall be having double blessings. They do come in pairs, and we discovered them in 2019. They were just walking, coming from the university, that's at Cavendish University. They were stunning, and guess who discovered them? The person that were with in our car that day was Anita Lagum, the winner of Africa's Next Top Model. She saw them walking and she was like, Joram, those are diamonds, let's just run and get them. And she got out of the car that we were in and she had to go chase them and then, get them. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the BIONGS, Angair and Achan Biong. They love to call themselves Ashanti, and then the other one is Victoria. Up to now, I can't tell who is who. Imagine that when I'm their mother agent. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall get to know more about them on this particular episode. My name is Joram and you are watching The Star Maker. And welcome the BIONGS. Hello ladies.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Where do I start from? Up to now I can't tell who is who, but I think I can tell. This must be Ashanti, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Ashanti.
Yeah.
Ashanti Angair Biong. They'll introduce themselves, and then this is
Victoria Angair Biong.
Victoria Biong. So I know them personally, but then I would love for the people out there that are watching to get to know more about them. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm Ashanti Biong. I am 22 years old this year, and so I'm a model. I go to university. I love dogs. And I don't know, like I'm so random. Like in my life, I am so random. I want to take journalism because I just love the camera. Like I love attention. I love talking. Yeah, so that's why I love modeling too. So yeah.
Amazing. The right job actually chose
it's
you.
the right job.
And then the other part of the BIONGS.
I'm Victoria Biong, the older twin. Well, I love traveling a lot. I love modeling. I've always wanted to be a model because it's really interesting. You meet new people, you go to new places. What's better than expanding the culture, knowing people? Yeah, I love it. I love the idea. Shanti said she loves attention. Who doesn't love attention? Yeah. And I love dogs. I'm a dog person. Yeah.
Oh my God, the very first time that I met these girls, the one thing that stood out for me was their passion, their persistence, their ambition. But then it's so funny that they didn't even know who Joram was. They didn't even know who JMM was. So ladies and gentlemen, as we dissect and get to know more about the BIONGS, we would like to know, how were you discovered?
Well, it was a random day. We were walking back home from school. And then as we were walking, Amita walks up to us. For a second, I thought she was a lost lady. I swear to God, I thought she was lost. And the first question she asked is, have you guys ever thought of modeling? We're like, yes, but we haven't found the right agency. So she gave us the contact. She gave us, she told us to go for the casting because it was the other coming week. So we're like, cool. And then she walked us to your car where you guys were, and we got to know you. And then yeah, we went to the casting the other week, and then we got scouted.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So what was going through your mind when Anita Lagum walked to you? Because I remember she left her car and she had to go running. She was like, John, I see diamonds, I see gold. Let me just go running after them. What was going through your mind when she was talking to you, telling you more about the business?
I was so confused because she was walking up to us and she was like, in my head, I'm like, is she a lost lady? The question hit, have you ever thought of being a model? Then I'm like, yeah, definitely. We're waiting for the right agency and all that. I'm like, my dream was finally starting to come true because my answer to the people questioning me, am I a model, was like, I haven't found the right agency, and the right agency literally came right to me. So we're like, yes, this is the time.
Amazing.
Yes.
So I've always been wondering, this is a question that I keep asking myself, how does it feel like being a twin? Do you guys ever fight at any 1 minute? And how is it growing up? Who bullies the other?
I think of the bully.
You are the bully, the younger one is the bully.
Exactly. But it's like having someone who's always there for you, and you wouldn't have to ever worry that they will betray you in any kind of way or any of that. Like having your own best friend and a sister in one. So it's like having a teacher, an advisor, like support a system, but in a human form. Yeah, it's like that.
Amazing. And then how does it feel like bullying you the whole time? Do you guys ever fight?
We fight like a lot, but that's what siblings do. Siblings do fight, but me and my twin sister, like the twin bond, we fight and the next minute we're talking. That's the weird part about it. She's like my best person.
And how interesting that they all have almost the same passion.
Yeah, like
Exactly. Like it's so hard to find twins that are like so connected or having the same passion. But me and my sister, I don't know, it's just so weird, but we're so much alike, like so
Yeah,
identical.
like
super identical. I think that's why I find it very hard to tell who is who
I think
up to now. But ladies and gentlemen, I can still tell. I can tell that this is Ashanti, this is, Victoria. So people would love to know, how was the experience like after being scouted? What happened? What was next?
I honestly, I didn't know what my purpose in life was. I knew I had to wake up and go to uni. Like I didn't know what was next. Was I gonna be a model? I didn't know that. But the day you guys scouted us, I felt like, yeah, finally I know my purpose in life. Finally, I know what I want and I am gonna chase it. So being an international model, being scouted, gave me a purpose. Like I can finally tell the difference of, oh, this is what I want to do in my life. Oh, this is the career I want to take. So going out there was the best experience ever. And it taught me so much about myself. Like I didn't know I would have this much confidence. I didn't know I would have the courage to go and work out there and meet different people and learn different cultures. So I'm so grateful. It's like the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Amazing. So how was the development process like for you, Ashanti?
for me, it felt like a responsibility because being me going to be a model finally, like, yes, I have something in my hand, I have something to look out for, I have something to work hard for. Yes, it gave me like, yes, I'm like a whole responsible person now, because before I was scouted, I would just go back home from university, sit there, read, and like, what's next? Yeah, I didn't have much of responsibility like I am now that I'm scouted. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what was that fast show that you did? Was it here in Uganda, and how was the experience? What was the first job that you did back here at home?
The first job was Kampala Fashion Week.
Oh, amazing.
And-
Imagine.
and
Fresh, new,
exactly.
straight to Kampala
It
Fashion
was
Week.
new. Like when we went for the casting, we met Gloria. So she was one of the casting directors here. So Tori first goes in, they tell her, no, this is not the height we want. And then when I walked in the next, they're like, weren't you just here? I'm like, no, that was my sister. Then they're like, go call your twin sister. And then they called us, they made us walk, and they're like, oh, so we love you and you're gonna walk the show. So yeah, that's the power of being a twin.
I can
there
imagine.
also, yeah.
So literally, you guys had to be booked at the same time.
At the same
And
time.
how was the experience at Kampala Fashion Week? You walking the biggest fashion week that we do have in Kampala.
The experience was like, I really felt like, yes, they're really nice to you. And the thought of you going to work the fashion week is just completely so nice.
So were you favored? Were designers favoring you a lot?
A
Were you
lot.
being booked in pairs the whole time?
Yes.
A lot.
Oh
And we
my
walked,
God.
we walked
a
like
lot.
we walked like 9 out of 10 shows.
Oh my God! Like
During the
literally, you were
show.
the most booked
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
of that
The most
on that
booked.
fashion week. Okay, so you getting done with development in Uganda, you working shows in Uganda. Tell us some of the clients that you worked with in Uganda besides Kampala Fashion Week. Some of the designers, some of the the different collaborations that you did when you were still here.
We worked during the fashion week. We worked for Nina Mirambe, we worked for Gloria, we worked for Kona, and Kai Stevo collection.
Yes.
So yeah, it was an amazing experience. And right after the fashion week, we had a campaign, like the first ever
Wow.
campaign with the Kona. It was just amazing, like mind-blowing.
Okay, so I would love to hear it from you guys, okay? Because I know the viewers out there must be wondering, do you passionately love this? Or is there one person that keeps pushing the other? Whereby at some point when you feel like you want to give up, who motivates the other the most?
I feel like we motivate each other. We love this so much. When one is feeling down, then we're like, get up, get up. We are doing this. Yeah, that's the beauty of being together, because we want to feel down, but then the other gives us hope and we move on. So I feel like, yeah, we're at the right path. We're together. We both love this with passion. Yes.
Amazing. So now that you made it internationally, people that are watching must be wondering, okay, they made it. I look like them. Will I have a chance like them? What actually makes an amazing model that makes it internationally?
What makes an amazing model is confidence. You have to be as sharp as possible. Act it, even if fake it. You have to fake being confident. You have to fake being sharp, as long as no one notices you. Because out there, they don't care. They don't care. Like, I'm shy, then they're like, I can't wear this. No, they're gonna chase you away. So be confident, be sharp, be you.
Amazing.
And I feel like you have to really want it. Random girls who come walking into the agency and say, hey Joram, I looked your page up on Instagram and I've always wanted to be a model. Okay, you want to be a model, but do you really want it? Or do you just like the idea of being a model? Because there is wanting it and there is liking the idea of being a model. So it's really about you wanting it and putting in effort. So that's what makes you a model. Because you know, like, you will ask most models out there, is it easy being a model? And of course it's not easy, but just because I want it and just because I love doing what I want, I will say it's easy, but it comes with a lot of difficulties, of course. But you're doing it because you love it, but not because someone else wants you to be a model.
Amazing. So you've had it from the horse's mouth. Passion, persistence, and of course personality, because personality is very important. That is why we scouted them, simply because they stood out. Their personality was absolutely up there.